Sunday, the final round of the Schenkel Invitational teeing off at Forest Heights Country Club, and a beautiful day for golf. College of Charleston's Hunter Dunnigan, the approach on 5. He'd birdie, finished -3, tied for 12th overall. Stephen Franken of NC State with the birdie putt. Later, he'd birdie once again. Franken ends up in a 3-way tie for second at 11 under with a 65 on Sunday. The College of Charleston's Reed Bentley with the long birdie on 6. He'd finish at -4 in 11th place. Mississippi State in the hunt. Here, Taylor Bibb, the birdie on 7. He'd finish at -8 and tied for 7th. The Bulldogs finished in 4th place. Kentucky with a rough day, but not for Cooper Musselman, who just missed a double eagle on 7. Here he taps in for eagle and would finish tied for 7th at -8. Speaking of eagles, how about the Georgia Southern golf team shooting the low round Saturday and then pulling into second place? The Story Sunday, Jake Story on the front 9. He'd birdie 4 and 5. Then here on 6 from about 25 feet away, he drains the birdie to move to 3 under par, 9 under for the tournament. Onto the par 5 7th, and check out the approach. This one ends up just off the green. Story then with the eagle chip. And it's in the hole as he moves into first place at a -11. He just missed a birdie on 8, and then on 9, the chip to within a few feet. Story then capping off a front 9 score of 30 as he moves to -12 all alone in first place. Teammate Archer Price taking aim as well here on 6. His tee shot will hit and stop within about 6 feet. He'd sink this one to move to 10 under par. And then on number 9, Price with the chip to about 6 feet away. He'd make that to move to -11 in second place. Stephen Fisk, no slouch this week either. He'd start the day in the top 10 thanks to shots like this one on number 9 where he rattles the flag, nearly making eagle. He'd finish tied for 7th individually. The Eagles putting the heat on Vanderbilt, who came in with a 12-stroke lead over Georgia Southern. They'd cut it to 6 at one point, but Vandy staying anchored down. Mason Greenberg just misses the eagle putt here on number 9. He'd then step up and make the birdie. Theo Humphrey, the leader, coming in at 9 under. He just misses this eagle putt on number 7. He'd birdie 7 and 8, and then we move to number 9. And it's Humphrey from under the trees to within a few feet. Nice chip. He sinks that to move to 12 under par, tying Eagle teammates Archer Price and Story. The Eagles with a few chances to close the gap on the back. Here a nice approach on 14 by Price. Unfortunately, he just misses the birdie attempt. Frustrated on this one. Statesboro's own Crawford Simmons able to crack the starting lineup here at the Schenkel. They'd use his score Sunday. Simmons with a chance to finish an even par for the day. Here the eagle putt on 18. He'd miss that. End up with par, and he'd shoot a 74 on Sunday. Staying on 18, Stephen Fisk with the eagle attempt here. Up the hill, it bends back, just misses Fisk. A solid top 10 finish again at 8 under. Good for 7th. Next up, about a 10 out of 10 in the difficulty scale for Story out of the bunker. Ho-hum. Within about a foot, he'd eagle to finish at -11. Price in a jam as well on 18, short-sided. He chips to within inches, nearly making that one. He'd make the birdie to tie Story at 11 under par. Vanderbilt's Humphrey, the only thing standing between a playoff with the Eagle teammates and himself and one other. He comes to 18, tied at 11 under. This for Eagle, no good, but he'd end up tapping that in for a birdie to take top individual honors at -12, and Vandy also wins the team title for the second time in 3 years.
We knew we needed to get off to a good start this week. We had our worst finish of the year last week, and it's the regular season, and we're just trying to become a better team. But we got some guys that have played well here in the past, and that first round was special. I think Will and John and Theo did a great job carrying our team, and we had some guys take some good steps this week.
My ball striking was excellent this week. I gave myself so many good opportunities that even when I got off to some slower starts, just not making any putts, I kind of knew I was going to keep giving myself chances, and eventually they'd start falling. And I was luckily I only made 3 bogeys this week, so that certainly helped me keep momentum, which is really key on a course like this.
It was fun to do that in tournament conditions and kind of get us moving in the right direction. Try to get us to have a chance coming down the back nine. It's always fun to have teammates playing well, especially in contention for the lead. I think the course played great. I mean, we prepared for the last few weeks and got ready for this tournament. I mean, Mr. Collins got the greens rolling great. It's always in great condition for Schenkel time, and it's just a pleasure to play out here. We got a few more events coming up, so hopefully we can build on this some more, pick up some trophies maybe. I know we've got a lot of guys playing great, so I'm hopeful going into that.
It was awesome. The course was in great shape. The weather was fantastic all week. Jake and Archer have been playing really good and really solid this semester, so it's good to see them play well this week. But it was a great week overall, top to bottom for the whole team.
It was an awesome week, fun week. Team fought back hard after the first day. A little bit of a slow start in the first round, but I mean, teammates did all I could ask from them, what they expected to do, fight back. It doesn't surprise me. My teammates are up at the top of the board. They prepared all year for this, and they deserve it. Played really well this week. Got in some tough spots, fought hard, kept the ball in front of me a lot, and had a lot of birdie opportunities, and was lucky enough to capitalize on those. And it was a fun last Schenkel. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, for you seniors, it had to be kind of an emotional time.
Yeah. It's crazy it's over. Goes by quick.
They played very well the last 2 days, especially when our backs were against the wall. And I think it shows the heart and just the toughness this team entails. We had a few seniors in this event. This is their last Schenkel, so very proud of how they performed. And the entire team played very solid all week, and just couldn't be more proud of them. Seniors
seem pretty emotional after this.
Should be. I mean, this is emotional for myself, emotional for a lot of people here. They mean a lot, and this tournament means a lot to a lot of people. And they wanted to go out with a win, and we gave it our best. But credit to Vanderbilt. Looks like they're going to be able to pull out the win. But very proud of what we were able to do.